Okay guys, so we are a little bit backwards from where I left off in the last video. But what happens is, I get some nice damage off on the muck, but on the next attack, he does manage to get the poison on my Avalugg, which is pretty bad. And I realized the muck couldn't really touch me very much. So I opted to go for another curse. So I roar him out, because I'm thinking he may go for his own curse. And here, I actually believe I go for Gyro Ball. Yep. Predict the Hitmonchan to come in, so I go for Gyro Ball and kill it. Then his Poison Jab's not doing anything to me, and I kill him with an Avalanche. Now, Avalugg's over here. He ain't looking very good. And he gets killed by Thundurus in one shot. So I bring in Ninetales. I get up the light, but he actually paralyzes me, which is pretty bad. And he goes for another Thunderbolt, and I get the Will-O-Wisp buff on him. That's what I was trying to do the first time. And he kills me with the second Thunderbolt. So I send in Slowbro, and basically what it came down to was, could Slowbro handle one hit from this Thundurus? And he did exactly what he needed to do. He did his job. He tanked that Thunderbolt and won me the game. So here we have, this was kind of a weird fight. It starts off, it's a Lunatone versus an Arcanine. And he leaves. Yeah, he just sat there and left. I don't know why. And then I have this one. He goes for the Thunderbolt. It hits my Vivillon pretty hard. I get the Sleep Powder off. And I decide to just break his Focus Sash. So I go for Bug Buzz to knock that Focus Sash out of here. So I throw out my my Arceus. Actually wakes up. I went for the Shadow Claw because I know these things carry Destiny Bond, and I didn't want him to I didn't want him to take my Arceus down immediately, so I actually switch into my Swallow. He goes for Destiny Bond again. Goes for Destiny Bond again here, and I actually Encore him into it. So now I can just stall out him because he's stuck using Destiny Bond and will die from burn. So I throw in Vivillon again. He throws in Altaria. I put it to sleep, but it has the Lumberry and he's able to kill me with an Outrage. Guess that's probably why he threw it in. His Swallow with an Outrage. Swallow doesn't really care too much. I do get the poison on the Altaria, which is nice. It got the 3 Outrage, and I Encored into Outrage to keep it going like that. Well, I was confused, so I basically forced him to switch out. I go for Sludge Bomb here. Now I feel like he's going to try and set up on me, so I go for Encore again. I actually Encore him into Substitute. So he switches out and goes into his Emboar as I go for Earthquake. So I figured, I'll just go for Earthquake again. I nearly kill this thing with 2 Earthquakes, and he kills me with a Flame Charge. So I switch in Greninja. I know he's faster after the Flame Charge, but I basically threw him in to die to the Wild Charge I predicted to come. And this was a weird matchup. He actually winds up switching out, which I guess I'm not exactly sure why he switched out. He could have tanked me a little while longer, but he does switch out. He goes to Altaria as I switch it up for Spatial Rend, and that Altaria just kind of died. He sends in this thing, kills me with an Outrage. So I'm not sure what to do. I go to Arceus Ghost, and I tried to Will-O-Wisp him, and it doesn't work. But he does get only the 2-turn Outrage. I do go for Will-O-Wisp again, and it gets on the Cofagrigus. I don't know why he sent this thing in after I showed I have Judgment Ghost. And it just OHKOs it. I go for the Will-O-Wisp again, and I miss again. So I miss both Will-O-Wisp I tried to put on this thing. So I send him Regigigas. I have my slow start, and he hits me with an Outrage, and I hit him with a Confuse Ray. And for some reason, my slow start wears off early. I don't know what happened, but it wears off early. And so, I actually just go for the Fire Punch. I wasn't sure what else to do, so I went for Fire Punch. And I actually go for Fire Punch again. He hits me with Fusion Bolt, which doesn't do too much. He is confused. I go for the Earthquake just to kind of see how much it does, and he actually kills himself in confusion, which was very nice for me. He throws in Sand Slash. I hit it with a Confuse Ray. I can't paralyze it. He does knock off my leftovers. I go for Earthquake, and then his confusion ends, and he gets the Toxic off. I realize there's not really any way for me to win at this point, so I just go for another Earthquake, and he gets me down to 1%, and then I die to the Earthquake. Die to the Toxic he put on me. So, that was a pretty good battle. Yeah, that other guy, I actually meant to close out that. I don't know why he left. There was absolutely no reason to, except we had a bad first matchup. Now, to talk a little more about Pokemon Prism, I am going to continue that. It may be a little bit because I only have so much time, so much free time, and I do have to bring other videos to you, but I am working on our team from that while doing these videos. So I'm spending most of my free time making videos, and then but I do have a little bit of it left over for doing the Pokemon Glaze. I think I said Pokemon Prism earlier. Sorry. So Pokemon Prism will be coming back to my channel. It may be a little bit, but that's just because I don't know how to Pokemon. I don't know how to Pokemon. That's what it came down to. I didn't know how to Pokemon. So, actually, why don't we see if we can't get a battle? So, I'll get as much of this done as I can, and then I'll show everything else in the replay. So we got Ice Punch, Knockoff, Ice Shard, Pursuit. Trying to decide if I want to predict him to try and get out of here. I think I'm just going to go for a Knockoff. He probably will predict a Pursuit, maybe. But I would like to hit whatever comes in with a Knockoff. Oh, I got that Life Orb off him. I'm quite certain I'm faster. I also don't use calcs, guys. So, I don't calculate anything. So. Oh, yep, that killed. Nice, Weavile, nice. Let's see what he sends in to combat this Weavile next. As you can see over here, we have our Armaldo, Delphox, Conkeldurr, Leafeon, and Excadrill as well. And what do I want to... What would this thing want to do? I'm not sure what he was wanting to do. I think I'm just going to go for an Ice Punch. It'll deal some nice damage. He just hits me with a Draco Meteor, like... He just came in and hit me with the Draco Meteor, that was it. I see. Just wanting to... Just sacking that Dragalge to get some damage off. I would go for the Pursuit, but I honestly didn't think the Pursuit would actually wind up killing if I did. I probably should have used... Like, actually, no. I shouldn't have used Pursuit earlier. That would have been a bad idea. I am going to switch out to this guy. Let's see, where's my Earthquake? There it is. Yeah, if this guy didn't have Earthquake on him, I would have been very mad, or at least some type of Earth move to hit this thing. Well, why would... Okay, I will admit I've done stuff like that too. earlier today I tried... okay, well, he forfeits. So, see if we can't do another one. I will say, earlier today I tried to use an Earth-type move on a... An Earth-type move on a Pokemon on an air balloon twice in the same game. And I really shouldn't have. So, let's go for Shadow Ball. Sorry guys, I actually can't expand this picture while I'm doing the actual recording. But I'm going to see if I can't do something about this. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Oh. Nope, that's just moving it. I am moving it so I can start the timer. Yeah, I'm just gonna move him back up there. This guy, come on. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, not while I'm recording. Okay. Okay. I got the Will-O-Wisp, the Draco Meteor, and I am going to finish him off with an Aura Sphere. This should kill. Yep. Now, Avalugg is pretty bulky, but he doesn't have very good special defense. If you try to hit him on the physical side, though, you're going to have a bad time. So, what's he going to send in now? Oh, man. I'm actually getting near time, guys, so you may not be able to... I will show it in a replay, but you won't be able to see the live battle finishing. Sorry. Huh. I believe these things are special, not physical. Let's go for Draco Meteor. Oh, he tried to use the Toxac. Oh, he forfeits. Well, there's not really time to do another one. Well, as you can see, I'm not particularly good, but it's... Here, let's do this. Okay. So let me show you this team real quick. We have No Taunt. I honestly don't remember why I called it that. I believe it's a different Pokemon before. We have Justin Bieber. Come on. Next up we have... Come on. Come on, gang. We have Smack to the Face, who's my Assault Vest Goodra with Gooey. That's a pretty good Pokemon. We have Pointy over here with his Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet. Just chilling. Next up, come on. Next up we have Michael Jackson, the Greninja. And last we have Beefy. Yeah, there wasn't a second part to that name. Oh, no siree. So anyway, Beefy! Beefy the Magikarp Clefable. So, that's this team. I named it BAM. It was my first really competitive team I tried to make. And then I've got over here Slurpuff. Originally, Slurpuff had a Citrus Berry because I had Belly Drum, and it has Unburden, so that worked really well. And Play Rough. So this was the foundation for Slurpuff in our VGC battle that we have in our VGC battle. So there's that. There's not really much else to talk about for the rest of this video. There's only about half an hour, but do keep in mind I am working on our Pokemon Glaze, but it may take a little bit because I kind of really don't have anything to actually hit our fighting friends I'm going to have to be fighting. So, yeah. I'm basically just going to have to overtrain the Pokemon a lot. So I'll see you guys later.